I now have my trusty iPad back, so I'm able to see your chat. So I just wanted to say before we go back to Chris and talk more about multiplayer, if you guys do have questions, just let me know. I'll read them and I can ask some from the team. And for those of you who know us from PAX East, thank you for bearing with us. I know that you've seen our shenanigans before with tech difficulties. So tell us more about multiplayer and what we're seeing, because we're going to get to see 3 modes.
3 modes, 3 maps. 3 modes, 3 maps. I'm not going to use this thing. So yeah, I mean, what I was saying a moment ago is that, you know, what we're really focused on with this is a very small sort of squad-based experience. You know, we want it to be very intimate. We want you to use a lot of communication. You know, a lot of teamwork is going to be key to winning these maps. The 3 modes that we're going to show today are, we're going to do a standard deathmatch mode, which is a team deathmatch, and so the second one is Rally Point, which is sort of like King of the Hill, which moves around.
You talk with your hands.
Sort of like King of the Hill that moves around. And then the last one is one that's unique to Spec Ops: The Line, which is Buried, which the whole idea around the mode is destroying these vital points where you can cause these avalanches to come down and basically destroy and bury your enemy's base. Other than that,
I'm going to take the mic back. So one of the other things I think that is consistent between both the single player and the multiplayer experience is the use of sand as a gameplay mechanic, and it's probably more prevalent in the multiplayer than it is the single player as well, although we do use it in the single player quite extensively. One of the things that we like to do is we have sand traps in the game, so when you're in the middle of a combat sequence you'll see a weak point in the geometry, or maybe there's some sand coming from an air vent or something like that, and what you can do is you can actually blow that out with a grenade or shoot it with a gun and then trigger a massive sandvalanche, as Brian Roundy likes to call it, a sandvalanche which will sort of bury your opponent. So it's a really good sort of tactical thing. It really prevents people from sort of locking down an area, and these things are sort of strategically placed around the map. As well as that, we have sandstorms, and obviously the whole narrative backstory of the game in its entirety is that Dubai has been hit by these huge sandstorms, and he's been regularly hit by these huge sandstorms. And these occur during the multiplayer games, and you'll see that today. And it really sort of changes the dynamic of the map. You'll get some maps where they're sort of sniper-tastic a little bit. I'm just throwing the words out now. I'm just going for it. Cool.
Go for it.
Sniper-tastic.
Who's keeping an account of made-up words?
Yeah.
2 now.
And basically what you'll do is like literally not halfway, just like during the course of the map, the sandstorm will hit, and it really changes the sort of the way the map's playing. You know, your visibility becomes minimum. You can't hear very much what's going on, and you really have to sort of change your tactics. You'll want to just sort of use a shotgun and sort of go for sort of that close sort of combat. Yeah, and I think Chris is going to take the mic back. It's like we're like a duo.
Actually, Denby just mentioned the narrative aspect of this. From a narrative standpoint, what we've done with the multiplayer is it's faction based. So we have 2 separate factions, and one faction is the Exiles and one faction is the Damned. The Damned is actually part of John Conrad's 33rd Battalion, which is very, very prominent in the single-player campaign. And there's a group that actually disagrees, per se, really, with what Conrad is doing, and those are the Exiles. So it's sort of this Civil War sort of mutiny kind of narrative story that we're telling in the background of this.
And to answer some questions in the chat, I know these are basic ones, but currently there is a demo out. If you are on PSN or Xbox Live, you can get it. I believe it's Xbox Live Gold for a week, which I think a lot of people who are demo fans know. And then everybody will be able to get it. And there is going to be a PC demo, no date, but if you follow us on Twitter or Facebook, Facebook is Spec Ops, facebook.com/Spec Ops, or Twitter, which is twitter.com/2kgames. As soon as we know, you will know.
Elizabeth is whipping me on a daily basis to get you the PC demo as soon as possible. It's coming. Trust us, it's coming.
So, you took it back. Did I steal your train of thought?
No. You're going to ask us some more questions?
Right now, they are just really excited about gameplay. So for those of you who are new to the channel, we are about to play Spec Ops: The Line multiplayer. If you don't know anything about Spec Ops, go to specopstheline.com. In your other window, you guys must have 2 monitors, right? So you can do 2 things at once. Or you can check out youtube.com/2kgames. We have some awesome gameplay trailers up. But we are going to be playing about 2 hours of multiplayer, 3 different modes, and we have some amazing guys who are going to be playing for us. I'm going to probably roll it to Kona, who can tell you more about who our lineup is. I can start it off by saying we're going to have a rotating crew of the 2K Games production team. It looks like Dave Blank and Scott James, who are 2 of our production team, are going to be playing for 2K Games. And then, Kona, do you want to talk a little bit about who we're going to be seeing from our YouTube and our broadcast lineup?
Yeah, you know what? I'll take that over right now. So what you guys are going to see is I'm going to bring up some gamer cards here. I'm going to show you who you guys are going to be watching. So we've got T. Martin. A lot of you guys know him from his YouTube channel. He does some great videos. He's now working on a new title or a new show called The Gamer Shore. So he's going to be on. He's going to be playing. We've got him showing up. We've got our buddy Optic Diesel. You guys may know him from the Team Optic, one of the founding members. He's out here representing. Great guy. Did a bunch of work with Machinima. Also great YouTuber. Again, founder for the Optic team. Great guy. We got my buddy Cream, professional Gears of War player. He's out here. Great live streamer. Terrific following. Does a lot of stuff for the Gears community. Runs a great podcast called Active Reload. So he's here. We have Fuzzy Otterballs, probably the funniest name out of the 6 that we have here. Fuzzy, again, another major YouTuber, did a great thing live streaming. Now actually works with Twitch. Great guy, man. We hung out with him last night. It was kind of fun. So we've got him. We also have our buddy Ernest Lee. Again, another YouTuber, great live streamer, does a great job, loves the community. Also another member of the Twitch TV family, works over there. And then last but not least, my buddy Gold Glove. Gold Glove, Gears of War, Call of Duty, great personality, awesome YouTuber. We're really glad to have these guys here. It's phenomenal. So we're going to go to a little bit of gameplay here. I think we're on my buddy Cream right now, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to show you a little bit of gameplay while Elizabeth and I chat behind the scenes here.
I guess we should probably tell everyone in there. Obviously, you guys don't want to break from your action, but you are on camera now.
Yeah, you guys are live. They're watching your gameplay. So I'm going to stand behind my buddy Cream because that's who you guys are watching right now. Now, Spec Ops: The Line is a third-person shooter, as you guys can see. There's a lot to do with the environment with this game, sandstorms and such. And you guys are just watching this. You're just seeing what's going on. And we've got, there's been a lot of call-outs of, two-piece and, new weapons, blah, blah, blah. They're doing great here. So as you can see, there's a sandstorm coming in. You can see Cream's character is holding his hand up, kind of blocking the sand as he's running through. So he's going to take off and get up there. Which game type are we playing right now? Is it deathmatch?
I'm going to ask, is this just regular team deathmatch going on?
Yeah, this is team deathmatch.
Yeah, this is
All right,
team
so
deathmatch.
we're playing team deathmatch right now, and we are going to go through 3 different types of gameplay,
team
correct?
deathmatch, rally, mutiny. Yeah, I got it. And buried.
Elizabeth's getting corrected.
Yeah, I'm getting cut off by the man who doesn't even have a mic.
Wow. So again, I'm going to kind of walk around, and we've got something going on here. T. Martin's over here. He's dead. I mean, I walked up, and T. Martin just hits the ground. Cream's up top, getting a little, going over, getting shot in the back, turns around. Oh, ouch. Optic got turned on. Ow, man. I thought you were a third-person shooter player. What was that? That was terrible. Cream's running here. Obviously, it seems that the guys that have some more third-person background, my buddy Cream. Well, I was going to say Diesel, but I just saw him get destroyed. They kind of are relating to this a little bit better, it seems. But the other guys are picking it up pretty quick, man. I'm watching my boy Gold here run up. What's he got? Is he running with a handgun there? Looks like an Uzi. An Uzi of some sort, some type of small machine gun. So they're running around. And again, The maps are heavy sand in these maps. Again, environment plays a big part of the titles in multiplayer as well as the single player. So we also got some listening here, so we can maybe pull up a little bit of our team audio.
Yeah, we'll bring in the team audio.
So that way you guys can hear what some of the guys are saying while they're playing here.